Dang, I'ma pull up just to look, just to stunt. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we face my brad. How you want deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The event, so I take the bank home, but I won't keep quiet. I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend call, want me alone. None of my bitches be your home, and I blah 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 blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 I'm gonna stunt. Yeah, I'm 1 in a million. All I know.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Dulcich now brought in motion. That caught Tony Pollard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Jaguars. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Foye Oluokun.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Yards are hard to come by there. We'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Jacksonville. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. On an end, left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Back to throw is Nix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Throw it. Nix. And that is incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I'm going to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Into space. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike. Not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then they say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That is brought in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been,
and for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That's complete to ETN. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Open man is Davis. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So It makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
Broncos nothing.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Second down, Lawrence. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
Now inside the 25. And he will score. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A gain there of 27 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Nix now on 1st and 10. Going up top. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Here comes Prince with the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's going to be very near that 1st down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Lawrence going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Etienne. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. He'll go right and find his running back. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. This run straight ahead for Etienne. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. The right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he'll go down back at the 4.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Nix now to throw it here on first down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first two picks, but then there's a third, then there's a fourth. And now after this fifth, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go towards the end zone. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time.
Nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs. Nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Tether Road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. My daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it. Tryna slow down my motion.